Hello everybody and welcome to my first proper video on this channel, and today I'm going to be going to London, exploring the Science Museum, showing you around and much more. We've arrived at London. It's busy, not that busy, it was busy earlier. I probably just cut to being in the Science Museum. I'm in the Science Museum, as you can see. It's very exciting and I'm just going to show you the most interesting things I find. We're probably be going into the Wonder Lab, which is exciting, and doing as much as possible. So yeah, I'll show you the most interesting things. There's this huge steam engine as soon as you get in. It is absolutely huge. The only information I know is the fact that it was a steam engine. It's huge, and it's, like I said, literally just as you get in. The minute you get in, it's right there. This is the flight section of the museum. There's old planes, there's lots of planes, the whole roof. These planes are just hanging from the roof and are supported on the floor. And it is crazy. It's on the 3rd floor. There is a HS-125 business jet just casually sitting on the ground. Pretty awesome. And then right next to it, which I'll go down to in a minute, a jet engine. This jet engine is from they were mostly used by 747s. It is called a Rolls-Royce RB211-2B, 22B. And I think, if I'm correct, the width of this engine is the same width as a 737, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if you can quite see, but this is me next to it. I don't know if you can really see that, but then this engine here, I think is this one right here. This is the engine from, I think, Concorde. Yeah, here you go. The Concorde, it's the Rolls-Royce Olympus 593B, and it went supersonic, helping the Concorde to reach that, which is pretty awesome. There's also here a Gloucester E28/39. If you want to read it, pause now to read all the information about the planes I just said. And there's loads of jet engines here. Some look like they're from passenger planes, some look like they're from fighter jets. This is a section of a 747, which is kind of insane. They've just got a chunk of a 747 on here. I don't know how they would get this. I'm guessing this is a scrap 747 that they've taken apart of. And you can even see the top floor there, which is pretty insane. This plane that's just hovering here is a Harrier. It's pretty good that it's just hovering here because that's what it used to do. It had a VTOL engine, I think it's called, where it literally had a vertical takeoff, which was pretty awesome. And I think this is an engine from it here. Yeah, an engine, the Rolls-Royce Pegasus from a Harrier. That's a photo of a Harrier, and that's what it looks like in real life. It looks a lot bigger in real life than the photo. Pretty awesome. This is the mathematics room. It has a very cool design of a plane with these things around the edge. There's this model tanker called the Globtic Tokyo, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it is this huge cargo ship. I think it's a cargo ship or something like that. Or is it? No, wait a second, it's an oil tanker. Pause if you want to read this. There you go. Yeah, the Globtic. It's very awesome. This is a telescope used by William Smith, I think Smith. He was addicted, as it says here, and obsessed with looking at the stars. Pretty awesome. This is a model of the Thames Barrier and how it works. It's used to keep tides back so London doesn't sink, as it's already sinking on the bed of clay that it's sitting on. And this is how it works. If this goes down, the whole of London goes down. The Wonder Lab. This pool of water every now and again dumps out some dry ice from there, and as you can see, swirls around, moves around like this one, and leaves swirls everywhere.
I haven't.
Which is pretty awesome. This drill drills away at its own plinth for some reason. I guess it's a bit like one of those useless boxes you can see. It turns itself off, but this one drills away at its own plinth, which means that it would probably, by the time you got to the middle, it might just fall over. It's a prototype, and apparently that drill bit's made out of tungsten, which is very heavy. I just don't see why it would need to break its own plinth. Exploring space. And instantly as you walk in, there is a rocket. This, I think, is a full rocket module, because you see the large part there, and then you see this bit, which is the smaller bit, which attaches to here, and then this bit opens, and this smaller bit comes out, and then attached to that smaller bit is this slightly bigger bit there, and then this huge parachute, but I don't think that's the same. I think that goes with something down there. But yeah, a whole entire rocket module just casually sitting there. Making the modern world. There is a steam train here, and even though most of them have boxes at the back here, this one just has no box. There's the number of the train. Don't know if that's useful to anyone. But normally this is where the driver sits. Normally there's like a box, but if it starts raining, I would not want to be the driver because there's no roof. But at least you can, there would normally be like a carriage there, like there, for coal. But then here, I guess it's easier to get the coal if there's no back, but I wouldn't really want to drive it because I'll get pretty wet. This is something you've probably seen before, but I find it crazy that there's not just one car, not just two cars, but a whole stack. You've probably seen this, but why? Just why do you need this many cars? There must be a better way to store your cars. I wouldn't want there to be like an earthquake or something and that top car come flying down on someone. No thank you. And this plane, it's just casually here. It's just flying in. Again, I wouldn't really want it to fall on me. But that one, that car on the top, if there was an earthquake, that would be unfortunate. This car up here is a solar panelled race car. The name is the Mad Dog 2, and it was Britain's most successful solar powered racing car. If you want to read that, pause now. And looks pretty weird. This is the Apollo landing module, I think. I don't know if it's a replica or this is the one that actually came down, but beside here it tells you about all the different Apollos. And what I think is pretty interesting is all of the badges. Apollo 17? Yeah, Apollo 17, Apollo 16, 15, every single one. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5. Pretty cool. This, I think, is a replica of the Apollo landing module. So this is the thing that landed on the moon. I think it's the Apollo 11, yeah, it's the Apollo 11 landing module. It's a replica of it. So it was nicknamed the Eagle. So you might know one of the sound, the Eagle has landed. I'll probably play it now.
The Eagle has landed.
Yeah, that's the Eagle have landed. They said that once it landed, and it was just called the Eagle. On one of the badges, it said Apollo 11, and there was an eagle on it because they called this the Eagle. So yeah. So this is our room. You have to use your key. Probably already know that. But you do have to put it in there to turn the lights on. We have already been in here. I think we're in the second day. I forgot to film yesterday. This is the kitchen area. Obviously, it's used, but it comes with 2 tea bags, 4 milks, sugar, and some coffee. Kettle, which is pretty clean, and then some spoons. A phone. I thought that was intercom, but as you can see there, you have to call a number. So I'm guessing each room has a number. TV, which, if I turn it on, it's a smart TV, like you can see, but, and it says welcome to your room, but the problem is, if you wait for it to turn on and press home on there, normally on a Samsung TV it will say smart TV, but it says not available. So yeah, there's a lamp here, but annoyingly for us, doesn't really work. There's a door here, which I'm guessing connects to another room. I think it does. So if you're there with some family, you can connect your 2 rooms. There's 1 bed, 2 bed. This is a family room, that's why. And then we got a family room with a view, and this is our view. The incredible view of some planes and the runway. One might even come while I'm filming here. If you want to see some plane spotting videos, there is some videos on my channel, on my aviation channel. There you go, there's a plane. So if you're wanting to watch some plane spotting videos, I'll link my other channel in the description. And here's a double bed with a plug here, a lamp, which you turn on here. There's one on both sides. And then there's not just the big light, there's also mood lighting. Fun. And there's some artwork, and there is air conditioning. The air conditioning, which I have been trying out, only goes as low as 19 degrees. But it does go all the way to 28. So I'm turning that all the way down. There is a mirror and some hangers there. There is extra pillows, but we've used them. This mirror with a hairdryer, which does come with it. This does turn off and on. And then the bathroom, which has, if I turn the light on, has the usual bathroom stuff. With towels, white tea, and neroli, hair and body wash, and a lovely shower. So yeah, this is the room that we've got. It's a family room with a view for 2 people. Yeah, pretty cool. Yummy breakfast. This station is from 1863. As you can see, it hasn't been changed that much. So the train is here now, but if you see, it has not changed. You might recognise this from photos. It's Baker Street Station. As you can see, the trains still come here. It's not changed or anything. And I'll cut to when the train's not here. So this is what it looks like. You probably recognise this from photos, but it's unchanged. You can see these benches that say Baker Street. Then obviously there's the modernised mats, modernised roundels. But then there's all of this here, look, 1863. And that's when the station was built, same as most of the the Metropolitan Railway, which it used to be called, which is really, really cool. But there is the rest of the station though, obviously. Even the newer corridors, like this one, looks very, very untouched. And it also looks very well kept with all these tiling, brickwork, and there's shops here and it's still being used. This is another one of the platforms which is used more. I can't remember what line it is. I think it's the Circle line. There's a train coming in now, and it's still got all the Victorian makings. Here's the train coming in now. And there's also original signs right there, which I'm going to Bakerloo line next to get to Leicester Square. Well, first Piccadilly Circus, but I have arrived in Covent Garden and in the Transport Museum, and there's all the merchandise here. District line with the maquettes, which is pretty cool. Let me turn you around to see. These are all the different maquettes. This is the one from the District line with my personal favourite, the Elizabeth line. You can also get the pin badges. I'm going to be getting the Circle 1 line today. I get a new one every time I go. I just can't remember exactly which ones I get. There's also normal travel things here that you get in most places. There's also, you can get pillows, which is pretty cool, but they're quite expensive. and bags. There's also merchandise, Mind the Gap merchandise, a tube map on here, which is pretty awesome. There's also games. There's Monopoly and Scrabble. Light up boxes, which is pretty awesome. I've arrived at the O2. I can't film much because they're playing music. Into the skies. We're at the top. This is way too high. Just got off the DLR at Tower Gateway and this is our view. Walkie-talkie with the Sky Garden at the top of the Shard and the Tower of London and some other buildings over here. The Shard is just peeping through behind those buildings. I'll video the Shard when I get a better view, but right now we're looking at the Tower of London. There's the actual Tower of London in the middle though. This is a better view of the Shard over the river with the battleship that's just casually parked there. But it's an amazing view. And then you also get a river cruise, which when I went on there I found the station was more bumpy than the actual boat. But yeah, really cool view.
Thank you for watching.